All right. Hey guys, welcome back to howtobuycrypto.com. My name is Marco and I'm just trying. There it is. Okay, I got the notification. It does look like I am live. I'm happy to be in this space with you all, to be a part of the future, the wave of cryptocurrency. And I got some news with Bitcoin. First of all, I want to say, if you are not subscribed to the channel, you are missing out on a chance for $100 worth of free Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin. Your choice. I'm going to do a drawing on Sunday. I was supposed to do it Friday, but I was evacuated and not back in town yet. So if you are still interested, I am doing the crypto giveaway. You can subscribe here. See, it says $100 to give away for free Bitcoin. You can subscribe to here, the YouTube channel. You can subscribe to the Facebook group, and you can also subscribe to my personal profile page. And happy, to put your name in the drawing for that. If you want to share it to anybody else that would like to be a part of the giveaway, you can get another drawing of your name in for that $100 of free crypto. But, however you want to do it, happy to, give that away and say, hey, thank you for everybody being a part of the community. And, the more people that are in here, the more questions that I get, the more kind of on the money and more direct to your questions I can be about what you guys want to hear about and the direction that you want me to go as far as information that I relay to you. And so I want to say thank you for everyone that is. Let me give the shout outs here. Bundy 714, Carlos, Phil. I don't want to get this wrong. I'm just going to say MM2. Charles, Von Life, Daniel, Seth, thank you all for the comments, the questions, the subscriptions, and the general, involvement in the channels and just being a part of this crypto wave, man. It's a real deal. It's here to stay, and I'm really excited about it. And for those of you that were a part of this, the last fork that we had with Bitcoin Cash, I was a part of that. I benefited by thousands of dollars. I for personal reasons, as far as principle, I didn't like that it was happening, but I did benefit financially. So for those of you that are paying attention to the crypto space and hearing, BGOLD is going to be, this one is more, I'm happier about. It's a friendly fork. And but it's something I wanted to kind of get into today and talk with you all about, because here's the deal. Once you, how do they say, like, you get the cat's out of the bag, once you've done something, you can't rewind and undo it. So now that Bitcoin forked successfully with a crypto, they're calling them crypto dividends now, getting paid just for holding Bitcoin. And that, that's what happened for people that were holding. Once they realize that it's successful and that people are happy to get free money, who wouldn't be happy to get free money? And maybe I should explain this a little bit better. There was another currency, Bitcoin Cash, that was basically wanting to launch their coin in a way that was would make it grow, basically, and implement changes to the Bitcoin code that would make the Bitcoin transactions faster, is really what it comes down to, okay? And so to do that, they decided, hey, why don't we give our coins to all Bitcoin holders? And so that's what they did. They successfully gave away coins, 1-to-1 ratio of how, if you had one Bitcoin, you got one Bitcoin Cash, right? And so basically, I had multiple Bitcoin, so I got multiple Bitcoin Cash for free. And at the time, it was between like $350 and $450, when they split. And the price is, well, why don't we go take a look here and see right now, if you're still holding it, if you hadn't forked it, Bitcoin Cash right now is $620. So that would have been given to you for free if you're holding one Bitcoin, and you could sell it on the market, transfer it over, and cash out and get $620 for free, or you can hang on to it for the long term if you think it's going, got a much higher ceiling. I cashed out somewhere around the $800 mark, and it hit over $1,000 actually. So, depending on how you wanted to play it, it took me, I was kind of involved to get to that point. But hey, the whole market cap's looking good, $159 billion market cap. We were a little bit still, down by 20 billion from the peak. Let's go ahead and go to the 3-month, and you can see here they're right up there at the peak. Was right around 880 billion, and we're about at 160 right now. Well, there goes 158 right now. So we still got a little bit room to move up, but happy with where the market is at. I did make some trades over the weekend, and for those of you that are wondering, you know, I've been a little absent as of late because of the fact that I had evacuated because my hometown is on the Gulf and Gulf Coast, and it was you know, in path of some of Harvey, what Harvey did to the Texas coastline. And so I had to get out of here. And in fact, you can't see it, but I've got all kinds of my studio is not back together. I'm in the studio. I got my mixer and my mic set up and my camera and my laptop, but I'm not even really. I got drills and tapes for, you know, getting. I got to get one of my cameras over here. You can't really see off. You guys, I love Canon. Hashtag I shoot Canon. They're bomb. They're amazing. And anyhow, a little bit off topic, but basically I kind of, you know, piled my stuff back in because when I evacuated, I didn't want to leave my expensive technology and gear here in the potential flood zone, you know, and there are parts of my town, my hometown, that are still, the water is barely receding now. That was mandatory evacuation. Many of the local, my, you know, Brazoria County was under mandatory evacuation. Fortunately, where I live, we did not get water in our home. As far as, you know, flooding, we got, you know, just minor things tossed over here and there, and, you know, maybe lost a few shingles, but we did very well. So anyhow, but I'm back, and I wanted to talk to you guys again about BGOLD. Here's the deal. Once you get that, I said, let the cat out of the bag, that, you know, you can successfully fork Bitcoin and release whatever crypto you want to the Bitcoin, the very devoted Bitcoin holders and Bitcoin community, who are going to be happy to get that coin for free, like here, Bcash. That's going at $600. They are going to say, hey, maybe this is worth holding on. Bitcoin is worth holding on to. Maybe the crypto that you just gave me for free is worth holding on to. And guess what that does to the value? People, you know, value something that they didn't see value in before. And so it's a successful way to launch a crypto. And guess what? More people are going to be doing it, whether I like it or not. And this was part of the principle of the problem that I had with it in the first place. Is there's a possibility to lose the benefit of the Bitcoin market cap to some of these forked coins, which is annoying. You know, it's like I am, you know, I lean towards Bitcoin maximalist, and I'm not, because I've multiple times sold all the Bitcoin that I had to make trades and then bought back in. And, you know, I've sold some of my Bitcoin recently, and you know, to make some trades, and that's doing well. And basically, but the deal is, I am in high favor of Bitcoin, and so I don't like when things like this happen, because it was a contentious hard fork with Bitcoin Cash originally, and I didn't like how they did it. I didn't like basically the fact that they're using the name of Bitcoin to further their brand, because obviously Bitcoin has a lot of value now. You know, because here's the deal. Bitcoin Cash was its, you know, its own currency before it forked with Bitcoin. And I'm kind of going over some of the stuff that I've talked about before. But basically, I had no problem with it being an altcoin. No problem whatsoever. But once it came over to the Bitcoin name and then split off of Bitcoin, it bothered me. And because it was basically saying this, we are Bitcoin, and they were in contention. They were trying to take the name of Bitcoin and become the Bitcoin, which obviously they were not. Obviously, this currency and this fork that they had was untested. And I would, you know, if this new currency that they were trying to outdo the Bitcoin, the number one, and it was successful, and then you had trouble with the code, the untested code, then it could spell huge disaster and a huge setback for the crypto market, because Bitcoin's number one by you know, a good margin. And let's see, right now it is, the Bitcoin dominance is 46.9% of the whole market of crypto, right? So if it takes a hit, the whole market takes a hit. If Bitcoin has a cough, the whole market gets a cold, right? So anyhow, now that's the negative side of what I saw and what I didn't appreciate and things that I didn't like. Now we have a friendly fork, which is I'm sure there are still people that are not going to like it. But basically, again, you're getting a crypto dividend just for holding Bitcoin. You get another currency for free. October 1st, they're coming out with BGOLD. And if you're holding Bitcoin, you're going to get that. Now, not all exchanges have to give this to you. And Coinbase was one of the later what do you call exchanges that were saying, okay, we're going to release this in January, because principle, again, they didn't like what was happening. And I understand that. And but the deal is, in January, they're going to release whatever amount of Bitcoin that you had. They're going to release that Bitcoin cash to you. So we may see that again. We may see Coinbase hold off. So places like Bittrex and Poloniex and I believe Kraken took the fork and were issuing them to people that held Bitcoin on their exchanges. So Bittrex has been very good. I've been through the fork with Zencash, with Zen, from Z Classic to Zen, and now the Bitcoin Cash fork, both through Bittrex. Both did it without causing me, any didn't cost me anything. They did it for me, which was nice, because I also had Bitcoin offline, because I use both the Ledger Nano S and the Trezor to hold Bitcoin and other currencies. And so I had to do those forks myself, and do the software, do the beta wallet through those, and then be able to transfer them, and then be able to sell them for Bitcoin is what I did. Because I don't care about Bitcoin Cash. I kind of like Bitcoin. So anyway, this is obviously opinionated, but just kind of my thoughts here on what's going on. And just to let you know, guys, that I'm back here in the studio. Hopefully, ideally I'd be in bed by now, be in bed or asleep already for a half hour, hopefully, on a good day. But hey, I'm here. I'm now, happy to be sharing with you guys. I am so ecstatic about the crypto space. Have been since 2015 when I bought Bitcoin at $248 and told people about it, and nobody wanted to listen, because it was at the bottom of when after it had hit over $1,000. And but I was telling people back then, this is really cool. What Bitcoin's trying to do to empower the little man and take away the power from the middleman, right? And anyhow, I believe in the space. I believe it's the future, and I believe that there are so many opportunities that I missed out on, and that I see this as a potential to catch on to something early. And here's the deal: most people still do not do what we're doing as far as buying and holding Bitcoin, as far as trading Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And the deal is, if you get in now, if you learn it now, even if you don't fully understand it, if you get into the exchanges, you buy any amount of crypto, any amount of digital currency, you are already setting yourself up head and shoulders above the rest. When we finally see that mass adoption that you're already in, you're already able to, even cash out the very little that you have, or be able to buy more, because all of this takes, verification and processing, and it takes time. So if you consider doing it, even if you don't want to buy in right away, sign up and, be able to have your account verified for when you want to do it. Coinbase is a great way to do that. It's the easiest way that I know how to do. They've got their own app on, iPhone or Android. You can download, buy and sell crypto there, and it's a great way to get started. I'll put a link in the show notes. And overall, guys, again, I'm so excited to be in this space. And as well, wanted to mention we are doing a disaster relief fund for, let me go ahead and pull it up before I forget, for the, what do you call, the Harvey, how do you say, Harvey, some of the refugees and some of the people that have been out of their homes. My sister actually is not back home yet because she's in a mandatory evacuated zone. And so there are a lot of people that have been displaced and need help. And so we are setting up a fund, disaster relief center is what we're doing at my home church. I'm an associate pastor, for those of you that may not know. And if you're interested in contributing, you can go to my Facebook page. I've already shared the link. You know what? That's probably going to be the easiest way for me to show you guys what I'm talking about. And I will show you just quickly here. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm trying to do this multiple things at once. So here we go. And click, I got to swap my camera. Here we go. So here is the if you want to, I'm going to put the link, but it's a disaster relief center at Shady Oaks here. And I've contributed myself. I'm going to contribute more. But basically, it's a way for you guys to contribute to when you contribute to things like the Red Cross and some of the other kind of disaster relief entities. Many times, very little of it actually shows up to the people that you wanted to help. In the case of the Red Cross, it's pennies, on the dollar, and it's unfortunate. But this is just an opportunity for you to see your dollars go into benefit. Or if you wanted to, if you're local and you wanted to donate anything like water or cleaning supplies or anything in that nature, building supplies, that'd be great. We'd be happy to take any kind of donation. Would be great. And even if you don't want to donate any dollars, if you just want to share that, we'd be really appreciative of it. And we're trying to give back. We're trying to help out and, be there for our brothers and sisters that are going through a tough time right now. I came out very well in this whole scenario, and it's what I'd want someone else to do for me. So anyhow, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to say I will see you guys later. God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon.